Thanks, guys. I guess, Ryan, I'll start with you. First of all, how is that? You guys have had the tough trip over here twice now. Won one, lost one. How is it for you guys out there tonight?
It's not awesome right now, but they're a quality side for a reason. And again, we did a really good job for 30 odd minutes, and they were the best team on the planet in the fourth. So full credit to Bendigo. As I said to our girls, like, there's plenty of positives. Obviously, right now there's not a lot, but I mean, normally if you're talking pre-game, you're going to take 11 more field goals than they are. You're going to shoot 7 more free throws than they do. You're going to get 6 more offensive rebounds than they do, and then you're going to turn the ball over 7 times less than what they do. And you're going to lead for 31 minutes and yet lose by 10 or whatever it is. That's pretty crazy. And the reality, when they go 6 or 7 from 3 in the fourth, good luck beating them. So full credit to Bendigo, they were fantastic in the fourth quarter, just too good in the end.
And Ali, what about you? I know it's not the first time you're back playing here again on the opposition, but how is it for you being back, seeing a lot of familiar people and they don't cheer as loudly for you when you score these times?
Yeah, it's good. I said last time that I loved being back here and seeing everyone in the community that I've made connections with, and yeah, familiar court, familiar rim. So yeah, love being back here, and yeah, it was good to connect with some people.
And how was the game for you tonight? Interestingly, you and Sammy, 2 top scorers on the court, both have history playing for the other teams, which is an interesting little, I don't know, fun fact, if you will. But how was the game for you out there?
Yeah, I think as Ryan said, I felt like it was our game for 3 quarters of that one. I think we sort of let it slip in the last quarter. It was probably our game to lose there in the last quarter, so it's disappointing from that perspective for sure. And yeah, to match up against Sammy is always fun. She's a great player, and yeah, she was matching up with me as well, so you always want to play against the best.
Speaking of Sammy, I guess for a lot of teams this year, the question has been, what has your plan been for Sammy? You're not going to give away all your deepest, darkest secrets, but Steph obviously has been doing a really good job on her this year in all the games. There was a bit of double teaming early on. What was it, a new approach, the same approach for her going into this game?
Fairly similar, but Steph had major foul trouble all night. So again, it causes some wrinkles for us, obviously, and that's just part of basketball. The LA foul trouble early hurt us, the Steph foul trouble the whole night hurt us. Again, really hurt us in the fourth. So here's what it is. It wasn't so much a new game plan as much as we were forced into a new game plan because the foul situation. It just is what it is.
Can you talk a little bit about Letitia? I feel like, and I'm not a technical person, so don't. Okay. But I feel like she was in it a lot. I feel like she was good at drawing the foul from Bendigo. I feel like she was always at the free throw line. She wasn't intimidated by the very high-pitched squealing. Obviously, she's a professional player. She's not going to be. But how was her game for you tonight?
When she was on the court, she was fantastic. We just couldn't get enough minutes out of her, unfortunately. So if you told us pre-game she's only going to play 23 minutes and Whitcomb's going to play all 40, that's really in Bendigo's favour. So we've got to find a way to keep her on the floor a bit more and try and get some understanding of why some of the fouls are getting called the way they are. But we've been dealing with it all season, so we've got to get better at it. But certainly when she's on the court, she's a massive plus for us. And we had some ideas of they were going to guard her a certain way, and she was great tonight when she was on the court.
I know neither of you are going to want to count your chickens, but playoffs are really close, and Bendigo and Lynx are, top 2 of the ladder. Townsville a little bit there, and then a bit of a gap. Are you guys at the stage where you're thinking ahead to planning for that, managing players, thinking about travel, or?
Yeah, we've probably been thinking ahead for a little while now. And obviously once you get to the 11-12 win number, you start moving ahead. So, and that was kind of our problem on Sunday. The girls were already thinking about this game versus the Geelong game. We almost coughed that one up. So yeah, we've been looking at Bendigo and Townsville for a while. And again, what do we think can beat them come playoff time? Clearly, for 3 quarters the strategy was fine, and for the last quarter it was the worst strategy of all time. So we've been planning and preparing for Townsville and Bendigo for a long time. I think people forget, like everyone's just been talking Perth, Perth, Bendigo for a while. Townsville are 1 win behind us, and then with a new import. So it really is, there's a big 3, and then no one's quite sure who's going to finish 4th. So we'll deal with whoever 4th is when the time comes, but we've been dealing with Bendigo and Townsville in the coaches' rooms for a long time.
Yeah. Awesome, unless you guys have anything you want to add? No. Awesome, thanks, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Look, I didn't think so.